In this example, we are going to subtract our mixed numbers, and we are going to give our answer as a whole number, a proper fraction, or a mixed number. So I have the mixed number 63 and 1/6 minus the mixed number 42 and 5/18. So this is actually problem number 10 from your exit exam review guide. So just a quick reminder, you can get the copy of the exit exam review guide in the week 14 module. I highly recommend you print out your own copy and you work on it as many times as you need to feel prepared for the exit exam. But this is question number 10 from that review guide. So in order to subtract our mixed numbers, the first thing I want to notice is that I do not have a common denominator. So I'm going to need to obtain a common denominator for the fractional part of the mixed numbers. So when I'm trying to find a common denominator, you should usually start with the smaller denominator. So in this case, the smaller denominator is 6, and start making a list of multiples of the number 6. And then you want to see if the other denominator appears in that list. Well, I can see that 18 shows up in my list of multiples of 6. That means if I multiply 6 times 3, I will get the common denominator 18. So the fraction 1/6 that comes from the first mixed number, I need to multiply the numerator and denominator by 3. So now I have the equivalent fraction 3/18. So I'm going to rewrite my subtraction problem as 63 and 3/18 minus 42 and 5/18. Now, when subtracting mixed numbers, I highly recommend you write them in a vertical format. So we have 63 and 3/18 minus 42 and 5/18. And now we can kind of treat this like if we were to subtract whole numbers. When we were subtracting whole numbers, we'd start in the ones column and start subtracting. Well, now if I look in the column where I have the fractional part of the mixed numbers, I see I'm trying to do 3/18 minus 5/18. Well, the problem is that the second numerator 5 is bigger than the first numerator 3. So I can't take 5/18 away from 3/18 without getting a negative answer. But I know that overall my final answer should be positive because my first mixed number had the whole number 63 and my second mixed number is only 42. So I know overall I should have a positive answer. So what I'm going to use is a method called borrowing or regrouping. So I'm going to borrow one whole from the number 63. And I'm going to regroup it with the fractional part, which is the 3/18. So a quick version of what's going to happen is illustrated right here. I'm going to cross out 63 and call it 62. So I'm going to borrow one whole from the number 63. But when I borrow it, I'm going to regroup it as 18/18. So I'm going to take that whole number that I borrowed and split it up into 18 equal pieces. And the reason I chose 18 equal pieces is because my common denominator is 18. So essentially what I'm doing is adding 18 to the numerator 3 that's already there. Now, that might seem like some magic happening there, but let's take a closer look at really what's happening. So I'm rewriting the number 63 as 62 and 18/18 because that's 62 and one whole. That would be the number 63. But then I also have that 3/18 that I have to add to it. So I can add the fractional parts, and this becomes the mixed number 62 and 21/18. Now, I know 21/18 is an improper fraction, but I'm just keeping it that way for the moment so I can subtract the 5/18 from it. So now I have 62 and 21/18 minus 42 and 5/18. Now, when I look in the column with the fractions, I can subtract 21/18 minus 5/18 and end up with a positive 16/18. So I don't have to worry about getting a negative answer. Now I can subtract the whole numbers, 62 minus 42, and my answer is 20. So I'm almost done. I just have one more step. I have to simplify the fraction 16 over 18. So in this green box that I just drew here, I'm going to show the simplifying step and then my final answer. So I have 20 and 16/18. Well, 16 is 8 times 2, and 18 is 9 times 2. So I can simplify by dividing out the common factor of 2. So my final answer is 20 and 8/9. And that was done using the technique called borrowing or regrouping, either technique that you want to use, or either name is fine to call that technique. Okay, on the next slide, I'm going to give you a similar problem, and that is the problem you're going to complete for your +2 bonus points for week 14. Okay, so you're going to subtract 12 1/5 minus 5 7/15. Please show all your work and submit for +2 bonus points. Have a great week.